deputies.
We train real hard.
We train real hard.
We train real long.
We train real long.
Fighting for you.
Fighting for you.
We can do no wrong.
We can do no wrong.
Now, hey. As
Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office cadets, we shall be persons of honor and integrity. We will not lie, cheat, or bring discredit to this office, or tolerate any person who does. We will demonstrate fairness in our actions and recognize the thread that binds us, the trust and confidence of the citizens we will serve. We will conquer the challenges and trials ahead with loyalty, dedication, and integrity. We will settle for nothing less, and for the honor, we shall be called Deputy Sheriff.
Mission. The mission of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is to serve, protect, and defend the community while preserving the rights and dignity of all.
Vision. The vision of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is to provide effective, efficient, and professional law enforcement, detention, court services, and child protective investigations while maintaining the highest standards of integrity, accountability, and community service.
Core values: integrity, service, fairness and equality, commitment to quality.
Good morning, sir. South 46, all President Council. Thank you, Will. Yes, sir. Ready! See!
On behalf of the entire Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, I would like to welcome all of you this morning to this graduation ceremony of Sheriff's Orientation Class 46, also known as S.O.T 46. I am Lieutenant Robin Saunier, and it is my pleasure to serve as Master of Ceremonies. Today we recognize the accomplishments of the members of this class. The dedication and perseverance each cadet has demonstrated through the past 6 months are a testament to their unwavering desire to become sheriff's deputies. Before we go any further, I would like to take a moment to welcome you, the families and friends of our cadets. You are the support structure that will give them the strength to meet the demands of our profession. Thank you, and we are grateful that you are here to celebrate this moment with us today. At this time, I would like to recognize the Sheriff of Hillsborough County, Chad Chronister. Though it takes the dedicated efforts of thousands of employees to perform the duties required of the office of sheriff, this agency will always be a reflection of its commander, his professionalism, his character, and values. I would also like to recognize Chief Deputy Jose DeCobo and the members of our command staff seated in the first 2 rows to my right. On August 13th, 2017, S.O.T 46 assembled for the first time just inside the gates of the Walter C. Heinrich Practical Training Site and embarked on a journey to join the most prestigious sheriff's office in the world as sheriff's deputies. Those here today have prevailed by demonstrating passion, courage, and strength necessary to earn the privilege of becoming a Hillsborough County Deputy Sheriff. During the first 2 weeks of their career, these cadets participated as recruits in the Sheriff's Orientation Training Program, or what we call S.O.T. S.O.T is a 2-week program that introduces and immerses recruits into the culture of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. S.O.T allows instructors to effectively evaluate and measure if a recruit possesses the qualities and abilities necessary to join this office, an office with a storied legacy steeped in more than 170 years of dedication and service to the community. S.O.T demands that a recruit demonstrate qualities such as initiative, integrity, leadership, self-discipline, and the ability to work as a team. In order for our training program to be successful, it is imperative that we have talented men and women from within the ranks of the Sheriff's Office to carry out our training mission. Each instructor and supervisor possesses the required knowledge, skills, and abilities, but perhaps more importantly, they are devoted to promoting the vision, mission, and core values of the office. We owe a deep debt of gratitude to our training division, adjunct instructors, and members of recruitment and screening section. Their combined efforts have been vital to the successful development of S.O.T 46. Collectively, they have dedicated countless hours to ensure these cadets before you are prepared for the enormous responsibilities that lie ahead of them. Would all members of the training division and recruitment and screening please stand and be recognized for your efforts. also like to take a moment to recognize and thank Master Deputy Stephen Bullard, the class coordinator for S.O.T 46, for the exceptional leadership and dedication he has demonstrated while guiding this class. I would also like to recognize and thank the field training officer who has assisted us with modular training for S.O.T 46. Thank you, Deputy Andrew Teeter, for all the guidance and support. All of their efforts would be in vain if it was not for the patience, understanding, and support they have received from you, the family and friends of these cadets. Thank you. To date, the cadets from S.O.T 46 have received extensive instruction in all critical areas of detention training. As they conclude their training, we present awards in 4 areas. I will now invite Master Deputy Bullard to come forward and present awards for excellence in firearms, physical fitness, outstanding performance, and overall achievement.
Good morning. The Firearms Award is presented to the cadet with the highest combined score in all firearms qualifications. Over 7 courses of fire, totaling 101 rounds, this cadet had the highest score and will receive the Top Gun Award for S.O.T 46 during module. That cadet is Cadet Jessica Field. Now for the Fitness Award. The physical fitness evaluation consists of push-ups, sit-ups, the vertical leap, a 300-meter sprint, and a 1.5-mile run. The cadet receiving this Physical Fitness Excellence Award placed first, second, or third in every physical fitness category during testing. For S.O.T 46, this award is presented to Cadet Jacbel Alameda. The class coordinator could not effectively do his job without the assistance of a cadet to relay information to the class, pass down orders, and maintain class discipline in the absence of the class coordinator. This cadet was chosen to be class president during the first 2 weeks of S.O.T. The class president is chosen for their bearing, their maturity, leadership qualities, and the position is only held through continued success in the program. The class president for S.O.T 46 has excelled in this regard. It is my honor to present the Outstanding Performance Award to Cadet Wesley Tompkins. The Overall Achievement Award is presented to the cadet who displays proficiency and excels in all components of training to include academics, physical fitness, defensive tactics, firearms, officer safety, and training scenarios. The recipient of this award has impressed the training cadre during all phases of a training program and has demonstrated his desire to achieve excellence and a willingness to accept difficult challenges. It is my honor to present the Overall Achievement Award to Cadet Jason Baumaster.
At this point in the ceremony, the cadets of S.O.T 46 will complete their uniform with the pinning of their badges. The silver star they will wear upon their chest will be the most prominent and identifiable part of their uniform. But I remind each of you, even when the uniform is off, that expectations and obligations we are privileged to shoulder remain. So long as we live, this silver star will stand as a symbol of bravery, compassion, dedication, integrity, and professionalism. In just a moment, I will bring each of these cadets forward and invite those selected guests to come forward and pin the star on their uniform for the very first time. But first, let me remind you, from this day forward, whenever you pin that star upon your uniform, remember those standing beside you and the many that have helped you achieve your goal here today. Most importantly, don't ever lose sight of the fact that that star represents so much more than what you are, it's who you are.
Right, face, forward, march. Left, face.
Selected guests are now invited to come forward to pin on the badge.
Right, face. Forward, march. Left, face. Ready, seat.
Right, face. Forward, march. Left, face.
Selected guests are now asked to come forward to pin on the badge.
face. Ready, seat.
Right, face. Forward, march. Left, face.
Selected guests are now asked to come forward for the pinning of the badge.
Right, face. Forward, march. Left, face. Take seat.
It is my privilege to introduce Sheriff Chad Chronister for his comments and swearing in of cadets of S.O.T 46. Sheriff Chronister is a veteran law enforcement officer who has served with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office since 1992. He has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a master's degree in criminology from St. Leo University. He is also a graduate of the FBI's National Academy's 260th session. Sheriff Chronister has became the top law enforcement officer in Hillsborough County on September 30th, 2017, upon his appointment by Governor Rick Scott. As sheriff, he is responsible for managing the 10th largest suburban law enforcement agency in the nation. Sheriff Chronister has held numerous positions throughout his career, most of which were in covert and latent investigation capacities. He began his law enforcement career assigned as a patrol deputy. Sheriff Chronister has been a SWAT operator, environmental enforcement detective, warrants unit detective and supervisor, narcotics section detective and supervisor, intelligence unit detective and supervisor, dignitary protection detail supervisor, deputy commander of the Community Outreach Division, the commander of Patrol District 3. He was most recently the colonel in charge of Department Operational Support. Sheriff Chronister is also a chairman of the Regional Domestic Security Task Force, Region 4, Tampa Bay. Sheriff Chronister has earned many department and citizen commendations over the years. His civic associations include being a board member of Friends of Hillsborough County Animal Services, Boys and Girls Club of Tampa Bay, Chase and Ackerman Foundation, More Health and Corp., Brooks DeBarlow Collegiate High School, and the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Sheriff Chad Chronister.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. To the newest members of our team who so proudly marched in, your hard work has earned you a place within our ranks. As you sit here, I know each of you share an overwhelming sense of pride and esteem. Your family and friends, along with myself, our Chief Deputy Jose DeCobo, and the entire command staff are extremely proud of you. Welcoming new members to our Sheriff's Office family is one of the finest moments for any agency. You are now part of a tradition of excellence that spans more than 170 years. You will follow in the footsteps of so many, those who forged the path of professionalism we all enjoy today. And by electing to serve and protect, you have set yourself apart from the rest. You didn't just pick this profession, you chose it. You chose it for the honor and purpose, which is at the core values of law enforcement. Your journey thus far was not without obstacles, but your perseverance and determination through those tough times has made you a stronger person, and you've earned the right to be a deputy sheriff. And so, 5.5 months later, you will swear an oath to your state and to your country in the presence of your family and friends. Your path of service ahead is something only a few will ever experience. You are the peacemakers, the fabric of safety and security that others depend on. As you encounter challenges ahead, allow the honesty and compassion that each of you have within to guide you. When you have that moment of uncertainty, know that your Sheriff's Office family is here with you, a resource to be treasured, so never hesitate to ask for help and guidance. As your journey continues, embrace the tremendous responsibility and honor you will embark upon as a deputy sheriff. And remember that your charge is beyond just performing your duties. Be an example for others. Take the time to become involved in community service, whether it be mentoring a wayward youth, volunteering at a food pantry, or using your talents to further a charitable cause. I want to take just a moment to also commend the recruiters and training staff who are an incredibly talented cadre of professionals. They are the best, and rest assured, they too are very proud of your accomplishments. And if you look very closely, even some of the tougher ones will even crack a smile. Recognize the star that is on your chest. It's a symbol of pride, purpose, and service, and is cast from tradition, legacy, and heritage. And that star will always be with you. Never waver from the values and ethics it represents. And now for the final time as cadets, please stand to take your oath of office. If you would, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm.
I do solemnly swear or affirm.
That I will support, protect, and defend.
That I will support, protect, and defend.
The Constitution and government.
The Constitution and government.
Of the United States and the state of Florida.
Of the United States and the state of Florida.
That I am duly qualified.
That I am duly qualified.
To hold the office under the Constitution of the state.
To hold the office under the Constitution of the state.
And that I will well and faithfully.
And that I will well and faithfully.
Perform the duties of deputy sheriff.
Perform the duties of deputy sheriff.
On which I am about to enter.
On which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, deputies.
Right. Face.
Jock Bell Amita. Joey Avila. Joseph Berry. Jason Baumaster. Timothy Klein. Vincent Esposito. Angel Feblis. Jessica Field.
Left, face. Ready, seat.
Right, face.
Brian Foster. Christopher Henry. Erica Hooley. Ramon Hibbert. Jonathan Kinnan. Humberto Lebaut. Kenneth Laflamboy.
Left, face. Ready, seat. Right, face.
Peyton Logan. Chavez Marshall. Eric McNeil. Alexis Pachesa. Jonathan Rodriguez. Jordan Saab. Wesley Tompkins.
Left face. Ready, seat.
In 2006, the training division was created. Shortly thereafter, the insignia symbolizing the division's mission was created. This insignia now flies affixed to the guidon S.O.T 46 is carried throughout the duration of their training. In history, guidons have been used by the military to identify specific units and foster esprit de corps. Affixed to the top of most guidons were colored streamers that represent a unit's success as a whole. The guidon of S.O.T 46 bears streamers that denote excellence in academics, physical fitness, and firearms. Their guidon also displays streamers that recognize an outstanding record of community service. This class donated more than 575 hours to various volunteer projects. At this time, Deputy Wesley Tompkins, the president of S.O.T 46, will come forward and retrieve the class guidon. Deputy Tompkins will present the guidon to Deputy Irwin. I would like to introduce Deputy Erica Hooley for the bell ringing ceremony.
From our introduction to the bell nearly 6 months ago, its ringing has always signified a means by which to exit the cadet program. Initially, the Sheriff's Office orientation training, the ringing of the bell signified failure, submission, and defeat. Its ringing was an admission that you did not have what it took. Today, however, the ringing of the bell will signify success, accomplishments, and the desire to excel in our chosen profession. We are proud to be Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies and are eager to prove to those that have been monumental in development that we will not only uphold but exceed their expectations. In 2006, Law Enforcement Module Class 602 purchased a brass chip bell to present to the training division to be used in graduation ceremonies of the future. The bell has been tolled 3 times at each S.O.T graduation since. Throughout time, bells have been used for communication to areas near and wide. Bells have proclaimed liberty, celebration, and mourning. Today we tolled the training bell 3 times. The first toll is an announcement to Sheriff Chronister and the entire Sheriff's Office that S.O.T 46 has completed every challenge of training and has answered every demand to join the ranks of this proud agency. We proclaim our preparedness as we toll the bell. The second toll is called to celebration. Today we achieve a goal that we have poured every ounce of our energy and passion into achieving. Throughout the difficult days, the physical pain, the mental challenges, and the endless hours, we have stood tall. With our families, our friends, and our colleagues, we celebrate. The third and final toll is a proclamation. We toll the bell to proclaim to the citizens of Hillsborough County that today, 22 men and women will call to serve their fellow man as protectors of our community. We are ordinary people from among the population, but we stand ready to perform whatever extraordinary feat we might be called upon to do, all in the name of those we serve.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Deputy Wesley Tompkins, who will make remarks on behalf of his class.
On behalf of S.O.T 46, we would like to extend our sincere thanks to Sheriff Chronister, Chief Deputy DeCobo, and the command staff for being here today with our friends and families to celebrate this occasion with us. We also want to thank them for the great opportunity of being employed by the finest agency in the country. The members of S.O.T 46 started out as a group of individuals who did not know each other. We all had our own experiences, which helped shape who we are. The stories of our lives were all different, with many different chapters that have already been written. But I'm not here to focus on that today. Instead, I'm going to talk about the chapters to come, the stories that have not yet been written, our future. S.O.T 46 has grown into a cohesive group ready for the challenges that lie ahead. We are very eager to put all the training to use in the real world. We cannot do anything about the past, but we can control the future to a certain extent. One way is by continuing to train and learn. S.O.T 46 is ready to move on to the next chapter in our careers, which is the field training program. We appreciate all the time and effort that so many people have dedicated to getting us this far, and we wish to extend a special thanks to Major Feeney, the entire training division, and all of our adjunct instructors. Today, S.O.T 46 receives the privilege of wearing the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office badge for the first time. This is what we have worked so hard over the last 6 months, and we are extremely proud But what does it mean to wear this star? We think a good way to explain it is in the words that we heard in the beginning of the ceremony. The mission of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is to serve, protect, and defend the community while preserving the rights and dignity of all. We all understand protecting and defending our community, but we have learned that doing it while preserving the rights and dignity of all is what separates us from others. It is what we are entrusted with by the sheriff and the community we serve. Those days when we are tired, annoyed, and not in a good mood, and things are not going our way, those are the days that will test our professionalism. The community will judge us by our decisions and actions during the most difficult situations. We know there will also be good days, and we learned it is just as important for us to represent this agency well during those times. We have many people in our lives to thank for getting us to this point today. We have learned so much from so many along the way. There's no way to really repay all the help, support, and guidance that we have received. One way we will try is to follow the advice given to us by 2 of our commanders. We learned that skill and knowledge are very important in performing a job well. We all know that. And this is what we have spent the last 6 months obtaining. However, we also learned that it is even more important to have the right attitude in order to be successful. Skill and knowledge enable us to do the job, but the right attitude will help us be great deputies throughout our careers. We were also given advice on decision making. We learned to ask ourselves, am I doing the right thing at the right time, in the right way, for the right reasons? We learned answering yes to all these questions will help us make the right decisions during difficult times. To my classmates, always remember to wear this star with a sense of pride and humility. Never forget to represent this agency well, and do not lose sight of the trust that has been bestowed upon us. In closing, thank you again to all of our family members, friends, and members of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for supporting us so far and for celebrating this milestone with us today. It is just the beginning of a new chapter in our lives, and we look forward to living them with you.
I'd like to invite Chaplain Middlebrooks back to the stage to conclude this ceremony with the benediction.
Just as in the ringing of the bell would call the troops to battle, it would also signify the calling of the knights of old, knights that had taken an oath to protect and to defend the king and his kingdom, knights that would get up every morning and place their armor on and pick up and don their sword and pick up their shield, and they would go out into the land and they would do good deeds and they would protect the innocent. Today, as that bell tolls, S.O.T 46, you become our modern day knights. You get up and you place on your uniform. You will don your weapon and you will pick up your shield, not to place it upon your arm, but to put it over your heart. A reminder that as you protect the heart of this community, you must protect yours. As the lieutenant eloquently reminded us, that star does not define you. Ladies and gentlemen, you define that star. S.O.T 46, make us proud. Would you please join with me as I pray God's blessings as they accept the charge of this star. Almighty God, we come once again into your presence and remembering that which you have called us to be, Father, is to be excellence that is found first in you. And Lord, as those that have come in to hear, they now leave more because they take a star that seems awfully light in their hands. But upon their placement upon their heart, they realize that the increase of the weight of it is 100-fold. And that is because the charge by which you give them of this star reminds them that that weight comes from the weight of authority. Not to go out to do what they want, but to do what they must, as they have taken now an oath to protect and to serve this community. The weight of responsibility, to always give more than what is expected, to develop a maximum mentality and never a minimum effort, because we understand that both character and integrity are not only taught, they are caught, and help them to be those men and women that will realize that their responsibility is to go above and beyond the call of duty. And lastly, Father, the weight by which that charge comes is the weight of legacy. Those that have gone before them to prepare the way in their training, but now they are responsible to not only live that legacy, but to leave one for those that will come now behind them. Blessed God, I pray that those that follow them will find them faithful, that the fire of their devotion will light the way, that the footprints that they leave will lead others to become, and the lives they live inspire others to be the best, and they will realize that means being a part of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Bless them now and their families as they embark on this journey of not only a new culture, but to be a part of an incredible family. And Father, I pray that according to your word, you will bless all of your peacekeepers, for they will be called the sons and daughters of you. Hold us now in the grip of that amazing grace that we will go forward and be able to proclaim the excellence found in you, this country, and this incredible agency. This I pray in the precious name of my Lord Jesus Christ. Amen and amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you Hillsborough County's newest sheriff's deputies. Deputy Irwin, please dismiss S.O.T 46 for the last time.
Yes, ma'am. Two, attend, go!